I'm going to focus on eyebrows, and this is such an important step for me and makes such a world of a difference. I can definitely tell in pictures growing up in my teens when I started taking care of my eyebrows, doing them, shaping them, and emphasizing them with powder because it makes such an enormous difference. So the first step is actually to remove any excess product that might have built up when doing my foundation, because my brows are so dark, and even if your brows are lighter, I often see people with foundation clinging to their eyebrows, and it sort of gives away the fact that you've used foundation and really takes away from some of their natural color. I really don't like the look of any products clinging to the hairs of my eyebrows. So using a Q-tip is the perfect way of getting rid of that. I'm a big fan of Q-tips, and funnily enough, you know, if this video were sponsored, it would probably say something like brought to you by Q-tip, which I believe is owned by Johnson & Johnson. It is not sponsored. I've not received anything, not even a Q-tip from Q-tip, but definitely they're one of my favorite makeup products, and they show up in many of the everyday makeup steps that I do. So the brow pencil that I'm using right now is by Nuance by Salma Hayek. Terrific bargain. It's a perfect consistency in my opinion. So I just gently fill in the outer corners of my eyebrows, stretching them out just a hint. So the aim is to define and balance when it comes to my eyebrows. And because they are already naturally pretty dark, I don't need to focus too much on adding a lot of volume or adding a lot of color. It's more of a focus on balancing shape. So I just do that lightly. On to the next step, because powder sticks to cream, and the pencil was our cream, so I use an angled brush from Smashbox. Brush is the best one that I've tried because it's very dense and very stipply, so it's quite stiff. Stiff is the right word. And then I use a powder by Anastasia. This is a brunette brow duo. I've been using this for years and years and years. There isn't one from the drugstore available, in my opinion, that really stands up to this. And to a certain extent, it doesn't matter because a duo of this will last you for maybe 3 years or something like that. You'll never use it up. So I use mostly the lighter side with the occasional little tap motion in the darker side for the outside of my brows. I do powder my entire eyebrow area because I just love how this looks. It's very long lasting. It's very defining, but it's also fairly invisible compared to using pencil or gel or any other type of product. I'm going to be using a fairly disgusting example of brow gel because it is, yeah, check that out, it's gross, isn't it? The powder builds up into the gel. So this is a MAC one. I don't think it's worth the money. I'm just sort of trying to use it up. My favorite one to use is the Revlon Brow Fantasy from the drugstore, but I haven't gotten around to repurchasing that yet. And it doesn't really matter to some extent. You could use a clear mascara, anything to just set the work that you've done. As you can see, they're fairly defined. I really like that. It's definitely part of my makeup and style on an everyday basis. Definitely think they help you look a lot more awake and defined no matter what sort of makeup look you're going to be doing next. So that is it for the eyebrow step, and I will see you in the next installment. Thanks for watching.